Hey guys, how's it going? This is Lucas and welcome to my channel, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back. It's like 11 right now, and I've got goosebumps on the brain, and I want to use this time to tell you a few reasons why I think you guys should be reading these. First off, they're kids' books, so they're easy to read. They're easy to get through in like a day a piece, and the comprehension needed for them is very minimal. So they're beyond accessible. So if you're in like a reading slump or kind of like a mood where you're not really feeling like you want to expend a lot of energy on something complex, then a Goosebumps book is right up your alley. Number two, on that note, because they are short, each one feels like its own self-contained short story, and it's almost like you're having a dream. Like dreams are short and you go into them and then you experience them and you come out of it with an experience that is unique. That's how it is with these books. They rarely have sequels to the concepts presented in these books, some exceptions being the Night of the Living Dummy and Monster Blood, but many of these books are self-contained stories, and so you can power through one in a day and have a unique experience and a unique story. Now, I'm not saying that those stories are good, but they are unique. Number three, they take place in the 90s, and the 90s is the best decade ever. No, I'm not biased. Not at all. No, but in all seriousness, taking place in the 90s works to its benefit because you can, a lot of times you have to shoehorn in a bunch of bullshit why communications technology doesn't work, or a person couldn't get in touch with someone else, or a person wouldn't have the means to defend themselves in plot point A, B, or C. But in the 90s, it's kind of like the Wild West, because this is before broadband internet. This is before this explosion of the information age. This is before smartphones. And so you get weird things like payphones and, maps that are on paper, and problems that can't be solved by just a simple piece of technology that most people do have in their pockets nowadays. So taking place in the 90s is a good thing, not just because the aesthetic is top-notch, but also because the technology is perfect for the horror setting and for mysteries. All right, next point, there's a ton of them. I think R.L. Stine and whoever ghost wrote a couple of these books made 52 of them. So chances are you're going to find one that you like. And they all got these really neat covers. When I was a kid, this was what got my attention, and this is what got me into reading. There were two things on my mind when I went to the library as a kid. One of them was this book series, and the second was animal books about snakes, reptiles, and sea creatures, which, both those interests have sustained throughout the years for me. They've always got nice colors, they've got interesting little blurbs on the back. Sometimes these blurbs don't actually match up with the story, but for the most part they do. And the next reason is it's a good study in keeping suspense from chapter to chapter. A lot of times there's a scare or a jump scare or a fake out at the end of each chapter. And so it can kind of act as a good study guide to help you with your own writing as far as pacing goes. You might not want to go whole hog as much as this book series does, but the fact that it does keep the suspense up and does keep your attention is something that should be paid attention to say the least. And finally, it's Halloween, so of course you're going to read something spooky. And I'm not going to shy away from the more cerebral, adult, and thought-provoking novels and stories and true crime documentaries, not at all. I'm just saying that this is easily digestible, and it's fun, and it's on theme, so why not read them? Plus, you can also connect with other people who have also read them and are held together by the chains of nostalgia. So, if that's you, welcome. Let's have a group hug. But yeah, that's all for this video. I will see you guys next Wednesday. Catch you later.